Just 48 hours after Half Dome, we traveled south to Mt Whitney. See you at the trailhead. Mt Whitney is in Inyo County, which homes both the highest and lowest points in the United States. Mt Whitney requires a permit, which can be tricky, especially if pairing it with climbing Half Dome. See our video on the lottery system to learn more. Alright, so it's a little before 2 a.m. We're at the Whitney Portal trailhead site to start the Whitney hike. Beautiful clear night. You probably can't see the stars, but it's a very pretty evening. We're gonna get started. Expect around, I think it's 6,700 feet elevation gain, around 22 miles round trip, and we get started. So 245, we're about close to 10,000 feet. Yeah, a little deer on the side of the trail here. All right, entering the Whitney zone. Here we go. Making good time. We're about a little over 3 a.m. Beautifully morning. Sunrise is starting to come up. About 7 miles in. About 8 miles into the hike. We're getting close. Sunrise of the Sierra Nevadas. We're about 12:07. A little over 8 miles into the hike. Still doing switchbacks. We're getting closer. Beautiful morning. Beautiful sunrise. What do you think, Tom? We're gonna make it?
We're gonna do this.
We're 4 hours in right now.
And Nick made it so I called 911 and I was still outside and that was when he said to my mom, she could go inside.
Entering Sequoia. Less than a mile to go.
This is the way, right?
13.5. So that back one is actually Mt Whitney. You wrap around, switch back up to the top of that one.
And when your fire sliding,
From the top of Mt Whitney, the highest point in the continental United States, 14,505 feet, or 14,496 feet. First 6 miles of the day hike were not bad, a lot of switchbacks. Next 3 after that were a little bit more challenging. Last 3 were pretty gruesome, just switching back and forth up the mountain. Here's the shelter at the top. top of here is really cool. I mean, you see 360 all the way around. Beautiful day. Maybe low 60s. No clouds. And beautiful weather coming up. Left at 2 a.m. Got here around 8. Took about 6 hours to get up here. Most everybody came from the trail camp. We came from Lone Pine, did the day hike. And you have 2 different options where you can camp at one of the camps. We come in from Lone Pine. We chose to come in from Lone Pine, and you know, there's plenty of places to stay, and it's an easy 20-minute paved road to the trailhead. Little marmot on top. So I just feel blessed. I've got friends like Tom back here who can go on hikes like this with me. My family will let me do it. And you know, he and I have been hiking together, doing backpacking trips since after high school. We went to high school together. And even though he lives out east and we're in different parts of the country, we're still able to get together and do these trips together.
This is definitely a must-do. It's a great hike. It's exhausting. It's a day hike, but there's a lot of beautiful views, cool terrain, really fun experience.
Most of the video of this is going to be actually on a downhill because it's dark on the way up here. But you're on this part for like what seems forever, working your way up to the top through these switchbacks. You see everybody kind of going up right now. Amazing summit, see everywhere, but it just takes forever for this last like couple miles. Lake camp, which is your last campsite option if you choose to backpack it in, make it a 2-day trip. 11,400. We couldn't see this morning because of the it was in the dark. Beautiful street.
I'm calling time of death.
Finish of the hike. We did at Mt Whitney. Took us actually closer to 23.5 miles. Made good time on the way down. Beautiful day. But definitely recommend the hike. It's more of an endurance hike than difficult hike. There isn't a whole lot of challenging sections. It's just a long haul. We go up and back down. So yesterday we were at 14,505 feet, the highest point in the contiguous United States at Mt Whitney, also in Inyo County in California. It's Death Valley, and we're now in Badwater Basin at negative 280 feet below sea level, which is the lowest point in the Western Hemisphere. We're just passing through this time. If you want to see more about Death Valley, watch our video about things to do with kids in Death Valley. 120 degrees in the Devil's Golf Course. So we're getting warnings of flash flood in the area. We're still in the desert in Nevada on the way to Las Vegas, with warnings of zero visibility coming up. That's where it gets a little scary, doesn't it? All right, we're having to pull off the road here a little bit. It's getting really dark. You can't see anything now. To wait this out a little bit. Hunker down. And that's the Mt Whitney summit hike. Stay tuned for the Mount LeConte Smoky Mountains hike.
Make sure to like and subscribe if you like this video. Thanks, and see you at the trailhead.